I'd like to call to order this regular council meeting of the town of Saugeen Shores, and the first order of business is the declaration of pecuniary interest, and I'll remind you again of your responsibility to do so. We have no additions or deletions or amendments to the motion, so the next items are adoption of minutes, and it's the first one is the regular council minutes of November 9th, and it's been moved by Councillor Maj, seconded by Councillor Rich, that council adopt the minutes of the council meeting on November the 9th, 2015 as presented. Questions, errors? All in favor? It's carried. The next is the committee of the whole minutes of November the 9th, and it's been moved by Councillor Mike Myatt, seconded by Councillor Madison, that council note and file the committee of the whole minutes of November the 9th, 2015, the budget meeting minutes dated November the 3rd, 2015. Any errors, questions? All in favor? It's carried. Moved by Councillor Madison, seconded by Councillor Mike Myatt, that council of the town of Saugeen Shores adopts a general government report dated November the 9th, 2015, recommending the following: that the 2016 council calendar be approved as amended, the December 26, 2016 council and committee of the whole meetings be cancelled, and that the February 22nd meeting be changed to the February 29th, 2016, and 2, that the proposal of Hemson Consulting Limited in the amount of $39,735, excluding applicable HSE, to prepare the necessary development charges, background study, and draft bylaw be accepted. Comments or questions? All in favor then? Opposed, if any? That's carried. Next item is it's the report of municipal officers. It's a Recreation and Active Transportation Committee report. It's been moved by Councillor Matheson and seconded by Councillor Mike Myatt. The Council approves the Recreation and Active Transportation report dated November the 23rd, 2015, and supports this committee's request to have staff investigate the anticipated operating costs, sustainability, and insurance liability associated with having a splash pad constructed in Saugeen Shores as per the proposal presented by Amy Shute. Questions or comments? Deputy Mayor Charbonneau.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just a question with regard to the procedure after this. If the committee, if this is approved, staff moves ahead with the investigation, will staff then report back to the committee, and then the committee come forward with a recommendation? Is that the intention of this, or is the intention that the staff investigation would result in a report to council?
Mr. Mayor, I expect the committee will have further input on the details before it comes to council.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
All in favor? Opposed, if any? That's carried. Next, there are 4 items there, 4 more notices of motions that will be put on the agenda for discussion at our next meeting, so they are there for your information. Then the next item on the agenda is bylaws, and it's been this one is to amend the parking bylaw, and it's been moved by Councillor Dave Myatt, seconded by Councillor Cheryl Grace, that bylaw 93-2015 being a bylaw to amend parking bylaw 51-2013 to regulate parking, stopping, and standing of vehicles in the town of Saugeen Shores is hereby read a first, second, and third time, and finally passed and sealed this 23rd day of November 2016. Questions or comments? All in favor? Opposed, if any? That is carried. Next item then is zoning amendment for 2089 Bruce Road 17. Official plan amendment, sorry. It's been moved by Councillor Dave Myatt, second by Councillor Grace, that bylaw 94-2015, being a bylaw to adopt amendment number 5 to the town of Saugeen Shores official plan 90-2012 by Red Hawk Construction Limited for the lands described as 2089 Bruce Road 17, former Saugeen Township, town of Saugeen Shores, is hereby read a first, second, and third time, and finally passed and sealed this 23rd day of November 2015. Questions or comments? All in favor? Opposed, if any? That carries. The next item then is the zoning bylaw amendment for 2089 Bruce Road 17. And it's been moved by Councillor Grace, seconded by Councillor Dave Myatt, that bylaw 95-2015 being a bylaw to amend zoning bylaw number 75-2006, being the comprehensive zoning bylaw for the town of Saugeen Shores by Red Hawk Construction Limited for lands described as 2089 Bruce Road 17, former Saugeen Township, town of Saugeen Shores, is hereby read a first, second, and third time, and finally passed and sealed this 23rd day of November 2015. Questions or comments to that motion or bylaw? If not, all in favor? Opposed, if any? That's carried. It's been moved by Councillor, Mike Myatt and seconded by Councillor Madison that bylaw 96-2015, being a bylaw to amend zoning bylaw number 75-2016, being the comprehensive zoning bylaw for the town of Saugeen Shores by Leroy and Barbara Scott for lands described as 274 Blanchfield Road, geographic town of Southampton, town of Saugeen Shores, is hereby read a first, second, and third time and finally passed and sealed this 23rd day of November 2015. Any questions or comments? All in favor then? Opposed, if any? That's carried. The next item then is zoning bylaw amendment for Parkwood Drive pole replacement bylaw. And it's been moved by Councillor Grace and seconded by Councillor Dave Myatt that bylaw 97-2015, being a bylaw to impose a special area charge for the concrete pole replacement on the owners of or occupants of lands who derive or will or may derive a benefit from the upgrade to concrete poles, is hereby read a first, second, and third time and finally passed and sealed this 23rd day of November 2015. Questions or Councillor Dave Myatt?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. This is called the Parkwood Drive pole replacement, and it's certainly taken a long time to get here. We talked about this very early in our term last year, and I was wondering why it took so long. But also, this isn't just for Parkwood Drive. This is for any street in the municipality that may want to opt. No, it's just Parkwood to have the option?
If you'll remember, we only dealt with Parkwood specifically in that case, and the vote was only, the motion was only to deal with that request from some of the residents of Parkwood Drive.
Right.
And it had no implications anywhere else.
Because other streets had either already had their poles replaced with the new wooden poles.
Many have.
Yeah, many have and never bothered to complain. Or
oh no, I wouldn't say that.
Oh, no. Okay, but never come up with an alternative.
That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
But there are many streets that are yet to be upgraded.
I'm not too sure. I think Larry can talk to that. I think there's a few left. They're ongoing. There will be. I don't know how many left of those types of poles.
Percentage-wise, what are we through it?
I'm going to say we're 75% complete.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead, Luke.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just to be absolutely clear, though, we went through a bit more detailed process than what was just outlined there, right? We went to the affected residents. We asked them for they voted on it, and then and that is what sparked the decision here. So that's the step that needs to be taken by any. In my view anyway, in terms of a local area charge like this, when somebody wants an enhanced level of service, which this is compared to the town standard, that's how we got to this place. And just to be very clear about that. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Any further, Councillor Madison?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'm just wondering, is the one-time fee of $210 a little too much, or is that a standard? We charge that, or should it be broken over 2 payments?
That's the net difference in the cost between the 2 levels of service. It's a one-time charge.
I understand that, but I'm just wondering, is that when we've done this before, is $210 a large sum to be given to the people at once, or should it be broken over 2 payments of $105, or I'm not sure what the standard is. Do we usually charge all at once?
I don't recall that we've ever done this before, to be honest with you. I mean, we've done many other projects where we've asked ratepayers to pay much more money than that, and we've offered options. But in my mind, I know some of the residents, I've talked to them, very happy with the polls, and I don't think the $200 is an issue at all. I think the issue was, and maybe to address your question, our Treasury Department has always worked with people where it has been an issue and worked out something on an individual basis. Okay, all in favor then? If any, that's carried. And it's, we got a confirmatory. It's been moved by Councillor Minaj, seconded by Councillor Grace, that bylaw 98-2015, being a bylaw confirming the proceedings of the Council of the Town of Saugeen Shores, is hereby read a first, second, third time. Finally, passed and sealed this 23rd day of November 2015. All in favor? Carried. Been moved by by Councilor Rich and seconded by Deputy Mayor Charbonneau. This regular council meeting on November the 23rd, 2015, hereby adjourned at 9:50 p.m. All in favor?